Welcome everyone, Adam the Woo here. As the recording of this, it is 2024, Monday, January 1st, 2024. Last year is gone, New Year is here. It is New Year's Day. Look over here at this sunset. I've been caught up doing quite a few things around the homestead, ran a bunch of errands. Things are happening. I want to talk a little bit about this year. Also, today kicks off the first day of the last final year of the Daily Woo. At the end of this year, at the end of 2024, the non-stop, continuous daily vlogs. There have been times I've taken little breaks here and there, but I've been pretty consistent for the tenure of this channel. That is going to come to a not so abrupt end, because I'm giving it a 12-month notice. But at the end of this year, that's it. The Daily Woo has run its course. The last year of the Daily Woo. And I'm going to talk about some other things as well. Join me. Happy New Year, shall you? Yes, I will be hanging up the reins of the continuous daily vlogs in order. I always will give a date stamp. It's like a 24-hour challenge to myself to put out a new episode every day. A lot of positive aspects of that, and you know, there's some couple negative things as far as taking up a lot of time. And I'm going to move on to other projects. I'm going to move on to other things after this year. Now, into hopefully the middle of the year, I'm going to start peppering in some of those 2025 projects. I'm not going to be dropping off the internet. I'm not going to be stopping YouTube. But I will be quitting the daily vlogs. Now, does that mean that no more videos after 2024 will end up on this channel? There still might be a few. And I'll explain a little bit of that right now. I will still be keeping this channel open, again, obviously, for the next year. It's going to be every day. But onward from there, if I get the hankering after taking 3 or 4 or more months off, kind of disappearing from this channel, if I want to go on a certain road trip or a series of days, like let's say there is an event that, you know, something I want to do, like let's say I want to do Lincoln Highway, and it's going to take me 10 days. Or if I want to do Route 66 again, I'm using these as an example, I could put these here on the Daily Woo channel because they will be a daily series and they fit into that more than what I have planned back on the Adam the Woo channel, for example. I'm going to be doing a lot of bigger... Is that a gator? There was like a noise. Something just hissed at me. Maybe just a bird. So I'm going to be doing a lot of bigger projects. Example, how I did the vacation video, National Lampoon's Vacation, how I did Forrest Gump. I want to do some filming locations. I want to do some deep dive stuff. Still corresponding with travel. Those will go on the first channel, not this channel, the Daily Woo channel, but the Adam the Woo channel. And I'm also tinkering around. Whoa. I'm like losing it. I feel like I just saw something back there. I have not decided if I am going to start a third channel or if I will put these over on the Adam the Woo channel, but I have a lot planned for the Woodio, which is basically the studio, Woodio, Adam the Woo studio, that I am going to be building over the next few months in my new home. And that's going to be a whole different kind of content. Don't want to go too much into that yet, but that's going to be a whole other thing. And that is basically going to be the future of what I'm putting out onto the internet and YouTube, etc., etc. into 2025. But this is not a 2025 video. This is a 2024 video. So stay tuned for all those. over time. And again, I'm going to start peppering some of those creative endeavors for the following year into 2024. That is why I am mentioning them now. Now, what exactly will I be doing in 2024 that is coherent and specifically for this update and notifications and announcements? A couple things. One of the many reasons I am excited about buying a house is to have lots of room for projects, activities, creating new spaces, not only for, you know, stretch my legs a little bit, but also content-wise, and the studio is going to be a big part of that. I'm just kind of pulling over here, so I want to walk over to this dock. So I turned 50 on August 10th, 2024, this year. I am in the year where I'm going to be hitting half a century old. I'm going to be hitting 50. That is a big plateau. That's a big number. That's like official. I think 40 might be over the hill. 50 is definitely like way over the hill. And I'm trying to celebrate the number 50 by doing a couple things that are kind of bucket list kind of things. So I wanted to stop, not that stopping the continuous daily vlogs is a bucket list, but it definitely has been on my mind for a while. And I think into my 50th year, I didn't want to have that kind of weighing my shoulders down. And granted, there's nothing making me do videos or put daily content up. It's just like this weird not nervous, but a weird tick I have in my brain where it's like I have to constantly be busy. And when I am focused 100% on something, that's why I do it. And that's why I also want to start putting in other types of content and other kind of creative endeavors later in this year that can overshadow the daily vlogs here on this channel as that goes on. So that will occupy my creative mind more than kind of this channel, which is pretty much kind of run its course. It is something really good for me. It keeps me active, keeps me going out, doing things, seeing stuff. And I know a lot of the viewership that watch, well, I would hope really appreciate seeing daily content. But I feel in a lot of ways it hinders me from really giving a lot of time to doing other projects. So that's why I just need it to end with that asterisk, because you never know. You know, I could just 6 months after it not uploading here, I could go on like a lengthy road trip, or let's say I wanted to cover haunt season. You know, if I wanted to go to SoCal the following years and wanted to do 2 weeks out there of all the haunts, I could do that, throw those on here. But yeah, it definitely needs to end. It has definitely gotten to that point. So 1 year, 365 days will be the last daily woo in order. This does not look structurally sound. I don't think I'm gonna walk out on this, but there's a dock right here. So I was talking about building a studio. So the home I just bought, it's got a lot of space. It's the biggest place I've ever lived. Usually I have small 1, sometimes 2 bedroom apartments. This has a lot more room than that, and it's all mine. So I can do whatever I want with it. I could convert things around, build things, readjust rooms. If I want to tear down a wall, I could. If I want to paint something, I could. I'm not saying I'm going to do any of that. But with the studio, I already mentioned that, Woodio. I also am here to announce, it's not starting today. I'm not like immediately going to the gym. I'm not immediately going to go on some crash diet. But over the next 8 months and 10 days, slow process, slow burn. This will not be something I'm always talking about and posting about. Last year I did Thin by Dragon Con, leading up a few months to Dragon Con, which is a convention that I've gone to 10 years in a row. This year I will not be attending Dragon Con. I've stated I'm gonna skip a year, so I'm not gonna go this year. Did 10 years in a row, gonna skip 2024. But I lost a pretty good amount of weight. Didn't get down to what I wanted to get down, but it was noticeable difference. I did the Thin by Dragon Con. I have since gone off the rails after going to Hawaii and then into Christmas season, Halloween and Christmas season. But I come up with another clever name for when I turned 50 on August 10th. I want to be Fit by 50. So I had thin by Dragon Con, which is only a few months. I want to do an 8-month process, fit by 50. Starting today, I'm gonna start watching what I eat a little bit better. I'm not gonna eat a bunch of garbage. I'm not gonna go hard on doing a crash diet or working out or anything crazy like that yet. But speaking of the house and building things, I'm going to construct, it's not gonna be the greatest ever, but I am going to purchase and build a little workout gym. I would like to get some sort of bench press machine, some free weights, a treadmill, one of those things that you can lift up on and do the reverse crunches where you lift your leg up. You know, you like work your abs and your midsection. And I want to do that every morning when I wake up. Now, it's going to probably take me a couple weeks to get everything set up with that. And once that's happening, I'll show the little gym area. I think about setting it up possibly in the garage. So the garage that I have, pretty good garage, the 2-car garage with a little extra space. The washer and dryer's in there, but also enough space for 2-car garages. I've ordered some shelving units and some metal cabinets that I've been constructing and building in there. So it's gonna be a whole area in there. So I think I could put the workout room, the gym room in there, still have the washroom in that kind of general section. I think it could be good. I do have a gym membership still to Advent Health, the hospital up on the upper deck. And I still have that through spring, so I could utilize that, or I could just not go into a public gym anymore. Granted, you have to pay a fee and it's privately owned. But I have this thing, I don't prefer going and working out around other people. So it'd be nice to just wake up in the morning and immediately walk into the garage, do 45 minutes to an hour on the treadmill. I could put a TV in there, I could watch shows, and then do some free weights. If I did that every day and watch what I eat over the next 8 months, granted it's gonna take me a couple weeks to build it, I could be in really good shape by the time I hit 50. I could be in the best shape of my life by 50. Not saying I'm gonna be in the best shape of my life, but I think I can do it. So fit by 50. Now I know anybody that, you know, might be inspired or uninspired or has something to say like, he's not gonna do it. But if you are inspired, you might not be turning 50, so you probably can't do the fit by 50, but you can do fit by something. Not skinned, skinny, not thin by Dragon Con, but fit by 50. So that's gonna be something for this year and the last year of the Daily Woo. That's the announcements, that's the big ones. Excited about the new home. I have something tomorrow, if all goes well. Something I've wanted for a long time might be arriving tomorrow. And if it is, man, I shouldn't probably tease that, because what if it doesn't show up tomorrow? Forget what I said, scratch that from your memory. This is the first day of the last year of the Daily Woo. I know it'll be sad when I don't do it anymore, but I'm excited about what I have planned. It's gonna be an arena that I have never dove into before. But I feel like it's time. I feel like it's time. And obviously it's 12 months away. Even though I'll probably start and kind of test the waters with it a little bit. But again, this channel, the Daily Woo channel, will not be deleted or disappear. It's still gonna be around after a year from now, into 25. So 24, continuous daily vlogs still happening. Into 25, it'll still be here. And then this year, into 24, I'm gonna be starting that possible 3rd channel. I might upload it on the Adam the Woo channel, but there might be a whole other name and a whole other thing for a 3rd channel. Got the Adam the Woo channel, got the Daily Woo channel, or whatever the heck this new project might be called. So that could happen. The new channel name, but I mean, the new project's definitely gonna happen. And I'll start putting some stuff up on there and just see what the reaction is. And the reaction might fall flat. People might not care. It might just be something that doesn't really garner a lot of interest or gain any momentum like some of my other stuff has in the past. And that's okay, because one of the reasons I'm not immediately making this decision and kind of working myself up into it is because by the time that rolls around in a year, I'll be pretty much financially stable to be self-sufficient based on what I've done in the past with residuals and thousands of daily vlogs that will, you know, pay the bills, put a little cushion in the nest egg, that even if the new stuff doesn't really like blow up and become anything great, it'll at least be like a passion project. It's something that I am into, where it's not really based on, you know, just the consistency of getting the normal views. So if that makes any sense. So it could be something that doesn't even take off. It'll just be more like a passion project. As goes with some of those big filming locations and the travel things, something that might take a week, 2 weeks to film one video, putting those up. Those are in no way gonna pay the bills. So what I've done in the past decade to 10, 12, 13 years here on this platform, that has kind of been leading up to this. And another year will also give me a little bit of a cushion to go into that full force. All right, that's gonna do it for today. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching the vlog. First day of the last year of the Daily Woo. The vlog is over.